everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the May 2020 reads, the monthly reads that I do, and I'm going to be reading next for the lovely Aries. If you're new to my channel on the monthlies, what I tend to do is pull out some starter cards, okay, and then that allows me to meditate on what I feel is coming in for you for the month of May 2020 on this occasion. And at the end of the reading, I do read a little bit of meditative poetry that that manifests as I'm doing what information is coming through to me. So at the end of the reading, I will be pulling out a little charm as well, just to tie up the reading. So without further ado then, Aries, let's have a look at the starter card that came out for you. And I wanted to go along the lines of going back to the fairy elements for this month. And we have the lovely, the pear, I think it's the pear blossom fairy. This is an old picture that I've had for about over 20 years, that print. So we've got the fairy elements to help us along today, my lovelies. So the card that came out for you was the Life Bringer, and it says establishment, growth and fulfillment, okay? And that came out with the magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. And the last fairy card that came out was the Dragon's Pet. It says communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions and guardianship, okay? So as I was sitting there in my quiet space, okay, Aries, the Life Bringer to me, I felt it was a time at the moment for you where you've got all these ideas going on, these creative ideas, and also I want to say a business idea, because I feel a connection with nature and I feel a connection around animals at this time, okay? Now some of you could be just taking a neighbour's dog or a friend's dog for a walk, okay? They could be, having to go to work and they've got no one to look after their pet as such to take them for a walk. And I feel some of you, and not all of you, have been taking on this role, helping out, where you've got an animal, maybe yourself, or as I said, you've volunteered to take a dog in your neighbourhood of a neighbour out for a walk, because obviously they might be not well enough to do so at the moment, or they're in a vulnerable category where they're not allowed to go out. So you've stepped in and you are taking this role on. But I feel for some of you, that is what I felt, it was like opening a doorway, and that's why the magical gateway card came in. It was as though to say you've got a key in your hand here that you're unaware of that could unlock a new business venture to do with animals around you. If it's not on this stance, then I do feel that it is animal related. Some of you could be thinking that it's veterinary that you want to go into. It could be along those lines, but I just feel a connection with Aries, nature and animals going into May 2020. It's not going to resonate for all of you, obviously, but this is what I was feeling. We had the card then come out of the Ace of Swords, okay? Now in my readings I try and give a general read, and I also try and put some romantic elements within my reading. And the Ace of Swords, okay, I was more drawn to the romantic side here. I felt as though you need to shine the light, okay? The truth needs to come out about a relationship that you've been blinded to, okay? I also felt that there was going to be somebody coming in from your past who had caused you a lot of heartache previously, okay? They'd really hurt you, quite, wounded your heart. The scars had healed from that, but having them come back in, connection-wise, it's as though you're saying to yourself, not again. Once bitten, twice shy, okay? You saw them for their true colours, and as nice as they may be on their, reconnecting with you, okay, like for old time's sake, you know that you would never give your heart back to that person. You've moved on in that stance, okay? But I just feel with the Ace of Swords here, it's like the spotlight's being shone on two elements. I've got the element of where you're being blinded and not seeing something for the true essence of it. Now, it could be that there's somebody who likes you and you're totally oblivious to the fact that you're not picking up on the signs or the signals, and it's to say illuminate. It's like literally saying, they're putting in the spotlight to say hello, hello, you know, I'm here, type of thing, you know. So I'd got all these mixed messages on the relationships, but this is what I was feeling. I'd got some people who'd got somebody coming from their past who'd had a heartache, and it was to say, no, I've been there once bitten, twice shy. I'd got the illumination on some of an element of a relationship where there's things going on that you're not aware of. So it's like to say you're being blinded, the wool's being pulled over your eyes. And then you've got this other aspect where there is somebody who likes you, okay, and you are totally oblivious, and it's like to say, hang on a minute, I need to switch the lights on here. I need to switch the lights on, okay, to see who is, you know, around me at this time, who's showing affections, and it's saying you need to illuminate this, okay, this needs to be illuminated for you to see it in front of you, okay. So that was what I was feeling. And then the next card we had out was the Seven of Fire. Now, the Seven of Fire to me is about inspiration in dark times, okay? When we get into a situation where we think, oh, you know, I don't really know what I want to do next. And with the way things are at the moment, we are being given extra time, okay? We've got extra time on our hands. And it's a dark time, obviously, with all what's going on, because it's not normal, is it, at the moment? But it's like to say, within the darkness that we're in, okay, there's inspirations, okay, inspirational thoughts, inspirational creativity at the moment that is coming in and making you think, Aries. You know, it's making you think with a magical gateway, because it's saying you are being presented with a key here. In this time period where we've been given a lot more time to ourselves, we are being handed keys by the universe to say, think wisely, take your time, okay? Because after this, new doors can be opened on opportunities with jobs wise, opportunities on creativity, opportunities on relationships, okay? It may be that you've realised having the time with somebody, you know, where you hadn't spent so much time with them, okay? Because they always say, don't they, you never really know anybody until you've, you know, been with them for a long period of time, or been in their own company or space. And then that's when things start to get a bit, you know, you can start to argue with one another and think, you know, actually, I don't really think that this person is for me. So this is the kind of thing that I was feeling around Aries. I also felt that you were going to be approached, some of you, to lend money. And as generous as you could be, it was just a little bit of a warning I felt there as well. I think I had another star sign who had this, and it was Taurus. So whether you've got any Taurus in your other sign, moon or rising, etc., then this is why it might be knocking on from that read as well. But this is what I felt. So what I'm going to do is just shuffle another card and just see what else comes out for you, Aries. Like I say, it's not going to resonate with all of you, but I had this connection with animals. I had connection that you were literally, when it says the life bringer, it's like you are growing as a person as well, and having this time to realise your strengths and your weaknesses, okay? So let's just have a look at what else is coming out for you. Dig deep, and we have the moon, okay? And we've got like a new moon and a full moon, so I feel like it's an end of a phase for you, a completion, okay? And then we're going into a new phase, because we've got 8 and 1, which is 9. It's nearly there to the 10, okay? But it's saying here, yeah, it is an emotional time at the moment. Our emotions are up and down with everything that's going on. But I feel a sprinkling from the universe. And I just want to hold these two cards together. It's as though, okay, the universe is here and it's sprinkling all these ideas. Okay, actually I want to go this way. Let's get the 3 on the go here, okay, if I can get them in the shot. So we've got the universe up here sprinkling all the good gifts and ambitions and creativity, and it's raining down on you, and you are, I want to say metaphorically, you are the unicorn at the moment. You feel like you are out of your saddle, unseated, but it's saying here they are raining these thoughts and ambitions down to you. They're like little keys, okay, and that's why here at the very bottom, this is how it's going to manifest, and this is how it's going to transcend, where after you can get the release to go back out as normal, new doorways are going to be opening up for you, but you will be given the key. You've got the magic within you, if that makes sense, Aries. And that's how I was reading these cards. Okay, my lovelies. So let's just place these back on here. But yeah, it was a positive, really. As much as the world isn't itself at the moment, okay, this was a positive read for you, Aries. So let's just pull out, I'm going to use my, I call these my witchy deck, but it's the Moon Goddess Affirmation cards by Terri Foss. So I just wanted to pull out a little affirmation message from here. Let's just have a look what's going on with these. Turn on that way. But yeah, I did see this, some of you, you know, going into this dog walking business as well. That's just come by chance, by helping people out at this time. And it's made you realise that it's something that you know, some of you may want to venture into. But we have here, I already know the answers, okay? Oh my, these cards amaze me. So it's saying, can you see the moon phase is here? And as I said, it was like going through to nearly a completion of a new moon and then going into a new cycle. And it's saying, the card, you know, speaks for itself. I already know the answers. So it's just saying to yourself, take this time, okay, as dark as it may seem at the moment, that there's a candle of hope here, okay, a candle of hope. And it's saying for you to gain the knowledge. I always look at the skull as like knowledge, okay, past knowledge, for you to then put into force what the universe is going to be sending down to you with these keys to unlock your own doors once everything seems to get back onto a normal stance. So I'm going to read you now my little bit of poetry, Aries, okay, out of my little journals that I bought last month for you. And let's have a look what I had come out in the words for this month for you then. It says, like the roots of the oak tree, you inspire the ancient seed. New growth appears to sustain itself. It's time for you to leave any negativity, for there's a new doorway to step through. As unnerving or scary as it may seem, a rainbow will follow you. I sense a connection with animals. I see many nature walks. A business could be made here, so let your confidence talk to you. A project that will bring money through the door. Cash in hand for a good job done will be waiting for you to do it more, okay? Regards a relationship, so gives a troubled mind. You need to shine the spotlight on love, for there is something you are blind to not seeing, so open up your eyes. For once you learn the truth, it will be make or break the ties. When I say it will be make or break the ties, as I said to you earlier on in the reading, Aries, that on the relationship, it's as though it's breaking the tie and keeping the tie broken from that person that's coming back from the past that gave you heartache previously, but then making the ties because of having this illumination around somebody who I feel is, you know, around you that you're just blind to, that really likes you, they're right under your nose and you cannot see it, okay? You cannot see those signals. So I'm just going to tie this reading up now with a little charm. So let's dig deep in here. Have a rummage round and see what we pull out for you. And we have a little heart of love, okay? So it's just saying here to be aware that the universe is around you at the moment with love, with these things that they are sending down to you, these inspirations, these thoughts. It could be signs that you're missing as well, because the universe is very, very clever in, you know, in giving us signs and directions. And you know, like when you get up one morning and you think, I'm going to be doing it, and then something happens and then it sort of changes what you were going to do. And we just take that for granted sometimes, but I do feel it's the universe saying, you know, no, you've got to be doing this, and then that leads you, you know, to be fated then to be led into doing something that, you know, that they want you to get the sign of doing. But the love here, just to know that there's love on the relationship side. As I said, these people who are blind to this person that is right under their nose, okay? There's love going to be coming in this month as well, a past love coming back in, as I said, for some of you. And also love needs to go under the spotlight on an issue where you are not, you know, somebody is pulling the wool over your eyes. But the main general read with the charm on the collective is that you're feeling the love as well for others. You are giving love to others. You are helping and caring for others around this time. So my lovely Aries, I hope you can take something away from this read today, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. Till then, take care and stay safe, my lovelies. Bye then.